Welcome to A Date with Danu right here on High TV, your luxury channel. I'm at the Movenpick Hotel today and we're going to be talking to three phenomenal ladies. They've worn those big heels, they have walked the ramp and they have worked with some brilliant designers. But how has the industry changed? We're going to speak about all this and more and about their lives as well. Right here on A Date with Danu. I think I'm a favorite Colombo person. I think I can say that too. Rozanne Diasz also shares my mum's birthday. There's something very special about her. We are going to come to know beyond what you see in photographs, right here on A Date with Danu.
Hi, I'm Rozanne Diasz and I'm on a date with Danu. Danu and I really blend. We kick it off at any moment we meet. I've been knowing him for quite some time now, and I call him my big huggy bear because I can hug him at any time I see him. We have a good laugh. We don't need to look for a topic to talk or laugh. And I can recognize Danu's laugh. Even if he's laughing in the other room or backstage, if I'm in the audience, I know it's Danu. And today, I'm going to be on the show with two of my very good friends from the industry. So let's see what Danu has in store for us.
So, what I said was correct, right?
Yes.
About what?
About the favorite person.
Thanks. I just wanted to clarify because if you said yes to the other one, that'll be really sad. The fact that's a fact. No, that you share my mom's birthday. Yeah, so that's all right. So now today your status update states that you are gracefully aging.
Yeah. Am I not?
Yeah, you're aging, but why do you have to highlight it so much, saying wrinkles are meeting glamour and...
But that's the truth, no, Danu?
That is true.
Yeah.
But
so I'm accepting the fact.
Okay.
And not trying to be someone.
Fight the age. Okay. So, but even your career, you started long years ago.
Yes.
But you won the crown only when you were 26.
Yeah, 26, yeah.
Yeah, but do you feel that's the right age to win a crown? Because sometimes people win it at a very young age, and do you feel that they know enough about the world to represent a country?
No. Beauty queens like Aishwarya won it when she was very young. She won Miss World when she was very young. So you cannot determine the age factor there because it's the person. For me, what happened was I always wanted to be a part of the pageant when it was Miss Universe. So for 8 long years, they didn't have a Miss Sri Lanka for Miss Universe pageant in Sri Lanka.
Whoa.
So there was a void in the international pageant also where Sri Lanka didn't take part. So my final year, age-wise, they had a pageant and I had to win that. I mean, it was my dream. So I was lucky enough. I celebrated my 26th birthday at Miss Universe.
Oh, wow.
So that was like the cutoff point.
Okay, so you
I think I was one of the oldest contestants.
Okay, that was it. That was your last. That was the last line.
Chance, yeah.
All right, that's a start when we saw Rozanne with a crown. But before that, we have seen her on the ramp. But we'll speak more about it, of course, with someone who actually hit superstardom when it comes to being a runway model. She was actually compared to even Nicole Scherzinger at one time. But what exactly happened to Chula's career? We'll speak more on A Date with Danu.
Hi, I'm Chula. I'm on a date with Danu today. Danu, I think he's been a great friend to me, but sometimes he can be a real pain. Once during a show, when I have to go on the runway, I have to keep my phone. So I gave it to Danu. So when I came back, it was like almost more than 50 pictures of him in my phone. I'm super excited to see what Danu has got for me. Let's go and see it.
Welcome back to the show, and I have Chula. Looking fabulous.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks, Chula. Thank you. All right. You were, I think, one of the first ever models in Sri Lanka to do a topless shoot.
Topless? I had never done a topless.
But you had.
Yeah, I had clothes.
That was topless for Sri Lanka.
No, that is not topless. Come on,
That
Danu, you
was
know
topless.
better.
Hello, Sri Lanka, we covered up to here if we could.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No,
So
not
at that
anymore.
time, I
Yeah,
still remember you were on a
it's
cover of a magazine.
Yeah, I had a bed sheet and I had a boob top underneath.
But
so
nobody knew all of that. No, they just knew that you have just done a topless shoot.
But there are a lot of topless things happening. Like
Happening now. Now they want it topless, and even if you cover it, they're like, no. But tell me, at that time, you were a very daring model.
Yes, I think being model, it's not you, it's another character. Like that's what it was for a nice mag, and Vasanta did the hair and makeup, and they were like, okay, it's becoming very boring at the moment in the industry, so we have to do something new. That is what fashion is all about.
Nobody shows behind the scene, no, so they just saw this. But that type of attention at that time was sensational. Did you enjoy?
Well, I always had the attention, so.
she always enjoys.
She enjoyed the attention. Now, you never won beauty pageants, and you never contested as well.
I went model of the world. I went.
Yeah,
It's not a beauty pageant.
yes.
It's a model
Or
because I
you
was
were
more
always
in
into
modeling. I was
Okay.
nothing about beauty.
You never liked this whole beauty world.
No, I like the beauty world, but that's not my forte. So.
Okay, you kept it to the modeling industry.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, you were always, the name Chula was very controversial at that time. This might start into television when Chula was the hottest sensation to even rub shoulders with.
Even now.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
come
Now
on.
she's just iron hot, like just can't bear. But there was a time when whispers would just like erupt in clubs if you walked in. Like the minute, like I still remember the club called H2O. Only Chula will get down at the entrance. All of us, I didn't even have a car at that time, but I had to go and park like in Manathamulla and walk back. But how was it?
Well, I
How
was always
how
very,
did you
very-
create that? That time there was no Facebook as well. How did you create that?
But maybe I had friends. They were all friends most of the time. So
Nobody's going to whisper men just because you're coming in.
I don't know. You're telling me.
Aura, the
Aura.
personality, the
I think
ambience
so.
she sets.
Yeah.
You know?
You
You tell me.
It's her, so she cannot explain it.
That is
No,
true.
I think for everyone. Come on, like that time, Rozanne, myself, and
Yeah, so I've-
all the models. I guess that time there's no Facebook or Insta, so whoever comes, the paper, they know, like only few models walked the ramp that time.
I guess
so
at that time you do it for yourself. Now you do it for others.
That is true.
So that's the difference.
All right. We're going to get into a break. On the other side, we're going to speak more about this and more on A Date with Danu. Do stick around. All right. Two very pretty women now enjoying time off the ramp, but you recently walked for Eric's show. Of course, that's because you have been a part of his career for a long time as well. Now, both of you had a super run at the highest peak of your lives. Were you all approachable? I'll start with you.
Approachable as in
Like to people?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, not that we had heads up in the air all the time. I mean, we were normal people, but we become someone else when we are on ramp or in front of a camera. So I think that comes from within. When we are with friends or family, we are just ordinary. I mean,
How was it for you?
it's the same. We've been very down to earth. And what? Come on, Danu, you know that.
Down to earth only. You have to be buried to be down to earth. That time Chula was just hot news, and I told you, Rozanne. I think
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw Rozanne. She was in what do you call those plaits? You had like braids on.
Yeah.
You were wearing short denim, like a jumper kind of a suit. Untouchable. That buffet moved away when she came. They were like, let her serve.
No, but once you get to know a person, I mean,
Until then, that was
until
the-
then, we don't create it.
We
it's
can't
just
just go to
happens,
strangers and say
yeah.
hi.
Exactly. So, but when you get to know the person,
Yeah.
it's a different thing altogether. I mean, then you can't get rid of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, both of you have something in common. Y'all have worked with multiple designers and they have all worked on getting y'all either as showstoppers or opening. How has that industry changed today? Do you feel that designers are longing for these models today, or they're okay with any model who can just deliver their job?
I guess at that time there were very few designers, and we had the quality designers at that time. Now, I'm not complaining or anything, but with the designer schools like growing so fast, you get designers at every knock corner or whatever. So models also it's the same, photographers it's the same. So now it's
Very
quantity,
diluted.
yeah, versus quality. So you can't blame the new generation for what they are doing, because they also, the competition is so high. At that time we were very few. We knew what we wanted, and the designers approached us because we had what they wanted. Now the designers don't have a choice. They have to
Work with what they have.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So I think that's the reason.
Okay. One had a modeling school, one has a modeling school. We're going to get into one word.
3, 2, 1. One word.
Girls, just to let you know, the hamper is me. Take it or you can leave it.
Pass. Yes, I'll leave it too.
That's okay. I'm sure somebody will pick it up eventually.
You're high maintenance, can't you?
Hello. This one.
We are finding it difficult to maintain. Huh? You also.
All right, Chula, I'm going to start with you in terms of these questions.
Okay.
Here's your first one. If you had not walked out of Dancing Star, would have you been a bigger star today? Keyword, you are a star.
I have to answer in one word?
No, you can
I
answer in
can.
multiple words.
Well, actually I walked out. I won't really clarify this. I walked out and asked for the SMSs because they said it's a fair judgment, and
Yeah.
I knew it was not. That's why I walked out. And but
Only thing that it didn't hit to is BBC. Everywhere else it was
yeah,
shown.
I guess I'm sure being in media, you know, good or bad, publicity is publicity.
Yeah.
So up to date, they can't remember me dancing. Everyone remember season 2
Yeah.
walking out. So I guess that's my forte anyway, you know, walking.
Walking
Walks
in
out.
out. Yeah. Walks in, walks out.
Yeah. But do you feel that your career took a dip after that?
No, actually, I got more popular after walking out and got more chances. But you know, yeah.
Okay. All right. Stefan Darshi, who made you feel the prettiest in their designs?
Stefan.
Jacqueline, Nadika, Rozanne Diasz, your favorite Miss Sri Lanka?
Rozanne Diasz.
Kiss, kill, or marry? Andre Stefan, Vasanta de Silva, Senaka de Silva.
Whoa. I want to kiss all of them.
No, you can only kiss one, marry one, and
Mary Nana.
No, definitely marry Vasanta.
okay.
I don't want to kill any of them because I'm sure they're going to end up killing me if I say
No,
this
but
now.
tell, who would you kill? You have Stefan or Senaka?
Oh God. They both have killed me in certain stages. No, I'll just pass that, Danu. I can't answer.
Right, then you'll marry, no? So who
Yeah.
would you kiss? Stefan or
Stefan.
Senaka? So you are killing Senaka, thank
Oh,
you.
you know.
That's the end.
Love or fame?
Love.
Rozanne, to you. Rank them in your order.
Okay.
Chula, Nadika, Daniel.
Very tough question. Because they are from three different, for me, like 3 different generations. At their particular time, they have.
Never mind, just now.
So I have to
Such a
clarify
in-depth
now.
answer.
I would say Chula, Nadika, and Daniel.
All right. Your favorite choreographer? Senaka, Brian, Luching.
Choreography wise, I think Brian is more innovative, but production wise, Loching, technique wise, Senaka.
My God. Whose designs have you enjoyed wearing the most? Michael Vijayasuriya, Yolanda Aluvihare, Loching.
Michael Vijayasuriya.
Is there a casting couch in the local fashion industry?
Not for females.
Huh?
Am I right? What? Is that so funny?
No, I was once forced into a couch.
So you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
oh my god,
Yeah.
my sister was downstairs as well.
Oh,
I
really?
ran off in
Oh my
tears, of
God.
course. Hello.
So I think males
It's the
are.
first time I've seen it. After that was the only action I think I ever got.
Oh, liar.
Okay, it's
That's a different
yeah.
program altogether.
Who would you book models from for your next show? Chula's Academy of Modeling, Walk with Brian Kirkoven, or the Agency Sri Lanka?
See, Agency and Brian, they work with their own models for their productions. So I think I will go with Chula's school.
Brilliant, Chula. You have got business now. Excellent.
Oh, and she do one of the best shows in town, so
All right, let's get into a break. On the other side, we have more coming your way on Date with Danu. If you're thinking only these two ladies, well, there's a single chair. We'll see you on the other side. Just to clarify, our next guest sounds more masculine than I do. And at the same time, she was known for her very signature walk on the ramp, her pony walk. We'll speak more, of course, with the Plunkett girl.
Hi, I'm Rozelle Plunkett and I'm on a date with Danu. So the funniest memory I have of Danu would be, we were doing this show called Rainbow Shows. It was a charity show. So he was wearing this orange and all these rainbow colored sarong and a shirt. He looks at me with this big hair and he's looking at me doing my hair, my eyebrows, and I was doing my kajal. He started doing the same thing. And he comes, hey girl, here. Okay, you need to show me how to do that. Better just do it for me, darling. And he sits on the floor on the carpet and gets me to do it. I mean his eyebrows.
How many people called you Lunkett?
In school, mostly everybody did.
So her voice is gone.
Yeah,
What
excuse
she
me.
did, we don't want to know.
She explained it so many times.
Yeah.
But nobody got it.
Not the real version.
Danu.
To a point, the tongue has got purple.
Now show the time.
So, wanted to ask you, you and your very special boyfriend took the phone numbers very similar, except the last 3 digits.
Jesus, this is like
Long time
centuries
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Do you miss that affair in your life? Did you think that will be your first and last?
At that moment, yes, I think I did. But I
Both
did
of
keep
y'all
the
never
number.
changed your phone number.
I kept the number.
Yeah, both of
Not
y'all
the
never
boyfriend.
And
changed.
he has his number too.
Yeah, yeah.
Strangely, he has the same number too.
Correct. Do you, by accidentally, do a call in the night?
No,
Not
no.
anymore. All the time.
I'm actually very friendly with my wife as well.
Oh my gosh, this is a joint movement now. Let's move on quickly from it.
No, she's an angel. That's why. She's
Yeah,
actually very sweet.
Definitely. Yeah.
Danu.
Okay, so Plunkett, you have won how many Miss Sri Lankas? And how did you not represent Sri Lanka ever?
I did go for Miss Model of the World.
Beauty pageant you
Beauty
won.
pageant because, the time I won't mention the person, but I did show.
Please don't forget to notice her earrings.
Yeah, I wore them
They
especially
were
for
drying
Danu.
clothes outside.
I don't
So-
see the connection.
Because he needs everything to look big and nice, so they're good.
Seriously?
Y'all
Yeah.
are big enough.
Y'all, I asked for that. didn't I?
We'll wait till it finishes.
Okay.
So I took part in a pageant which had 2 titles, and I ended up winning both. Both were clashing, and they wanted me to go for Miss World. So I selected that, and my brother won with me the same time. We
Where's your
both
brother now?
here, Sri Lanka.
How come I don't know?
With her.
He's married with babies, all that. So we couldn't at that time. We could sponsor. We couldn't get the sponsors for both. So I knew my brother wanted to go better, so I let him go instead.
Aww.
And so the runners up and he did.
Oh, that's a very sweet story. But for people who don't know Plunkett, she's very outspoken, but she's very true to her heart. But people see the whole tomboy side to you, but you actually fight for the rights, always be fair by people. Animals. There was a very noticeable thing that I noticed at this show once. It was for this upcoming fashion designer, and one of these models walked out. She was not a model per se, she was just there and she didn't like it. I think she was a model for another person's designer, but she fought her way in finding a model and replacing this girl to get on the ramp like in an hour. And I'll never forget that. That's something that stayed with me for years. That takes a lot. Just wanted to tell you that. It's an insight to you. Better you talk less.
Yeah.
Yeah, just with hands and those earrings. That's good enough. All right, let's get into some fun segments. It's time that we play something. Do you hear what I say?
Do you hear what I say?
So Chula has found a new talent within her, reading lips. All right, good. Now let's start. You put your headphones on and guess what I'm saying. Now can you hear what I'm saying? She's saying yes.
She's reading your lips.
All right, okay.
She can read it.
Tempted to touch. Tempted to touch. Tempted to touch.
So Danu, tempted to chat.
Guess.
No idea, seriously. No idea.
Bad, you lost your career at the start.
I know.
Tempted to touch.
Really?
I just love that
So
song.
Danu, tempted to touch.
All right,
Me, right?
lost. No ham.
I got first one, hello.
Off camera things don't count. Diasz, ready?
Yes, I am.
You might also get a headache
My
in the
God,
process,
yeah.
I know.
Like,
Okay, there you go. Old MacDonald had a farm. Old MacDonald had a farm.
old
MacDonald had a farm.
MacDonald had a farm.
Very good. I want to give you nursery rhyme because your kids and
I
all
think
know.
because of the nursery
Yeah.
rhyme only I.
Then for me?
Your career is stolen.
Hello.
But it's like
I just tried to see what the song was.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh. I will have to guess what she's saying. Okay. All right. The hole is small.
it's supposed to be big. Look at the
The hole is small.
Those.
The hole is small.
Though it's small.
no, it's small.
Yeah.
The hole is small.
I have no idea.
Okay, now get on the screen.
Yeah. With that
I
boy.
have no idea.
Never mind. Thanks. You also lost. Well done, Rozanne.
What was it anyway?
The hole is small.
I think
I
this,
thought he was saying that.
I think this marriage has worked better for you. You know why? You can understand the things that are not even said to you anymore.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Chula,
Yes.
how is it to be a mom?
Great. I think that's the most fantastic feeling I think any woman can have, I'm sure, if you ask any mom. And through my son, I have seen real love, what it is, and what is like, it's unconditional. I think that's the best title I got in my life, mom.
Your first marriage was an interesting marriage
Yes.
to Stefan.
Yeah.
He literally worked on carving this chula.
Yes.
How was marriage life?
It was good. He was a great husband. We had a really, whatever time we were married, we had a really good time, and so.
But was it an understanding or was it a real marriage?
It was a real marriage. He loved me, I loved him, and still we care for each other. So I guess sometimes in life you move on. Sometimes you think this is not the, you want something different, and after some time people change.
But why did you disappear for a time period?
I mean, recently? Or?
Oh, no, when we saw photographs of you again, we saw you coming out beautifully for Vasanta's photo shoot. That was your comeback, in my opinion. I was like, wow, this girl is back. And that you looked amazing. But there was a time when Chula went missing for a bit. What happened to Chula at that time?
After my marriage, I was in UK. I went there because I wanted to work overseas. Then I got 2 agents there, close models and platinum models. So I was doing a couple of shoots and all. And that time during tsunami, actually, I left. And that time, no shows, nothing was happening in Sri Lanka.
So it was a dull time to leave.
Yes.
All right. We have more of these coming your way on the other side. She's so like cordial in answering all of these questions. On the other side, a date with Danu continues. Let's speak about some very tricky questions on our fun segment called Sticky Situ.
Sticky Situ.
All right, Rozanne, you come from very hard beginnings, and something that I've always admired is the fact that you have been very open and transparent about it. You are so driven. You literally came from nothing. You worked your way to where you are today, and you have created job opportunities for so many others, knowing how it is to be when you don't have opportunities in life. Tell me about the fact that once, some time ago, you came on one of my shows, long years ago actually, I think 9 years ago. You got emotional at the time when you spoke about your marriage.
Yeah.
You said that
My first marriage.
your second marriage.
No, second
You said your second marriage came at a time when people didn't want you.
Yeah.
And that made you understand what true love is. Tell me about why did you ever sit back and think your first marriage was a mistake?
Yeah, from the first day I got married, the first marriage, I knew it was a mistake. I mean, it just hits you like that. Then it's a matter of how do you get rid of this, you know, and how, you can overcome it, but will people overcome it? That's another question.
And because at that time you
Yeah.
were so exposed, so exposed.
But I took my time, and I realized that it has to go away completely. You know, you can't like do a plastered job there. You have to like get rid of the roots, you have to get rid of every scrap of it, and then you can start a new beginning. You don't carry your past to your present or to your future then. So that's what I did, and that is why my second marriage is so successful, because I don't have even a piece from the past. See, it's brand new, so it's only future for us.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Something that I've always admired is the fact that I think anyone who accepts a person with a child, when you walk into a family, when you're marrying a family, you're always a bigger person.
Of course.
Because
Yeah.
a child cannot be blamed for.
No, not at
Definitely.
all.
So that's remarkable. And I love the transparency in conversation with you, and that's the reason why I asked you. I have a question to you. Why is it so hard for you to find the love of your life? Because your Facebook has portrayed so many emotions, and it's heartbreaking to read some of it because you have so much to give as a person. Why do you think that is hard?
It could be because I already found him. I lost him.
Don't cry.
That.
Oh, you're going to make
She's
me cry.
anyway very
Very
emotional.
emotional, Danu.
So
Gosh.
she's like,
No, it actually hurts my dog.
I'm sorry.
Rozelle has always been a very emotional.
Get tissue.
I'm
I need
good, I'm
tissue.
good, I'm good.
See, she comes out very strong, as a strong person, but I think from the beginning, Rozelle has always been this soft, you know, person. So, and I mean, I'm answering for you.
Yeah, please. But
But
at
I
least they'll
think,
understand.
Something that I've always admired about her is the fact that she's so vulnerable and so real.
So much to give.
I know, so much to give. And I think you will even.
I think she should have a child or should adapt, believe me, because it changes. Because I went through a phase like that. I thought I will never able to fall in love. But when the son came, like, you know, okay, fine. This is what real love is, I guess, as a mom.
She has their dogs to come
Dogs,
first.
yeah.
And cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted somebody to know this side to you. I don't think not everyone gets a chance to see.
Because I always have a ball of trying to be like bubbly and laughing and strong, but sometimes it's not a real person.
People close to her really know her, and know her for so long that we know, even through her posts, like you said,
Of course, you
there
can
is a
read
message.
You can read everything in
it's,
between, and that's what's so painful because
Yeah.
when somebody's so giving, it's so. That's the very reason why you're so bubbly, because you try to cover so much that you have to be so bubbly to cover so much. That's how life is. But it's time that we break this mood a little bit.
Yeah.
God, I just right.
We all cry.
Yes. We'll see you on the other side with some games. Do stick around. It's a date with Danu. Let's play charades. You have to now guess and act. You can act now very well.
We all
She
talk,
reacts every day.
Not good as you, darling.
My God.
talking to the diva.
Been married to the kind for a long time, know how to answer. Oh
Now you don't
God.
get your hopes up. You
Please.
get married and all.
All right, ready?
Okay.
All of y'all can act, I'll guess. TV screen. Screen. Square. Door. Square. Square. Bathtub. Tub. Pool. Bath. Shower. Soap. Body wash.
Oh my God. Now I get why you
SpongeBob.
that.
This one is not acting, no.
No, I was just shocked.
Chimp. Chimpanzee. Wild elephant.
Oh,
The zoo.
Yeah.
Hula hoop.
Duh.
Crocodile. Rat trap.
Yeah.
Mouse trap.
yes.
Not bad. Either way, a good actress.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
good.
This one is the least. Least. Just don't want to disturb any of her. This. That's it.
And she,
I showed the mouse.
Right, that's the mouse.
you show a rabbit. You show a rabbit.
That's like Dumbo.
There you go.
All right. It's time for you all to play and I shall act. Let's play charades. Go Plunkett.
Okay.
We also act on you
Yeah,
act.
you all can because I don't know how to do
Your
this.
face scared me. Pinocchio?
I'm very good.
Very good, very good.
Okay,
I
me,
must say.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. See, show me.
Curly. Violin.
Yeah.
Hair. Hair wash. Hair blow dry. Blow dry. Blow something else. Okay. Two blow.
Okay, look here.
Blow. I
Blow everything. You were stuck on blow. Right.
I said 2 words.
That's what I
First-
said. Two
first
words.
is-
But when you say blow and two, comes to your mind. Two blows.
No wonder she was confused. She was together blow and
Okay, Chula. now
The
ready?
blow I just lost it.
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pregnant? You're pregnant.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Look.
Kangaroo.
Thank you.
I'm
You're very good at it.
Yeah. Especially on the bounce.
on the blow.
Let's get into a break. I hope they can take the show on air. We'll see you on the other side. Stay tuned. It's a date with Danu right here on High TV, made possible by our friends at Lanka Bell. Back with us on the show, it's a date with Danu with these three fabulous women. Beyond all of this, what I really like is the fact that they are so transparent and they just cannot be bothered what people have to say. They live their life and they have to speak about it and they have no problem. Now, Chula.
Guinea pig. Yes.
Now, this walking out of business is quite a known thing for you, Naman. Now, you were supposed to act in a movie with me called Swara.
Yes.
You were there for the Muhurat.
Yes.
Then you shot like 2 scenes of yours.
Yes.
Then what happened to you?
No, because I'm sure you know the directors changed.
Yeah. Then you acted with a new director as well.
Yes, but
you did one of the intense scenes of slapping people and all.
No.
You would have been
you had
great
that
at
fight
that.
scene in
No,
that
no,
house.
but what happened was there were some scenes I didn't want to act.
Oh.
But then they were like, no, we have to put this. You know what? Our local industry, they
Yeah.
never go with a contract.
Yeah.
So, but you can't do that in Sri Lanka. You know,
True.
you were talking about my being topless. I have never done nude shots in my life because you can't do it in Sri Lanka
Because it will just-
with the culture and all, you can't. And if you're going to do something like that, I was saying, okay, at least you have to buy me 2 apartments in America to go and live for another 5 years.
2 apartments.
2 about why?
One for you.
But
One
not
for you
worth,
and one for the other.
rent it out and just
Wow.
I have to survive the darling.
This is mine.
Survivor.
No, so because of that scene, I
not
said I
easy to
can't do
remove.
it. I have plans.
The plans are still going strong.
No, so that's why I actually said no, I can't do this shot because
Okay.
I knew one day I want to be a mom, and being a mom living in Sri Lanka, you have certain guidelines you have
Yeah.
to go by, whether you like it or not. So.
Yeah. You acted in movies. How was that for you?
Well, I enjoyed it. I did a couple of movies and
Devdunu Vasa.
I did Devdunu, Nisalagira, Devdunu Vasa.
Which one were you the thug?
And yeah, couple of scenes in other movies. I liked it, but the thing is, it's so time consuming.
Yeah, true.
I can't handle that, Danu. I
Can't wait
want
for-
to go do the shot and leave,
Go
so
home.
it didn't work. So I walked out.
And can I add
Yeah.
one thing? Because what happens is, most time in cinema I have seen it, they get all these newcomers to do all these nude shots. And like the main character doesn't do all these scenes. But end of the day, internationally when they go, the main character get all the awards. But the hard work done by, I think there are many movies
Of
I'm
course,
sure
of
people can
course.
relate to.
But don't worry, this movie is still not released.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Oh my
I'm a hidden
God,
talent
I was
still.
waiting. I have no clue.
Yeah, so I'm a hidden talent still.
Oh,
What to do?
so good I passed it.
Yeah. You have always had this weight fluctuation.
Yes.
And is it emotional or is it...
I think so because I eat when I'm sad and
Eat when I'm happy also.
not really. When I'm happy, I hardly have time to eat.
I'm also the same. I don't eat when I'm happy.
So
Just
I know
always
that.
depressed. So we went ahead and did some digging on their Facebook. You're not on Facebook, are you?
I am not very
Oh, I couldn't find you. Huh? But anyway, we found some photographs on WTFP. What's on their Facebook? The hardest Facebook to go through is Plunkett's. Gosh, one outfit, 773 photographs. Shades on, shades off, shades on head, shades on hand, shades here, shades
TikTok,
there.
that, this, everything. No, yeah.
Hard to
TikTok
deal
also.
with.
Yeah.
So I just
Latest
want you all
thing.
to share an experience about these photographs. That's about it. That's nothing much to it.
cute.
Oh, that's when I was doing a TV program and Dilruk came on set. This is when we were dating.
Yeah.
I look
Living
so
your hard
thin,
times.
huh?
No, you still look beautiful. But thin, yeah.
I like the shape.
That's okay. He got you then, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is something that Rozanne and I go through a lot. She has really destroyed my manhood.
What's that? Come.
What
See what
is
you're
that?
holding on to?
Yeah, that is Praveen's shot.
Yeah, but your hands are where? Look at, zoom into this photograph and see where her hands are.
I am actually not touching it, I'm
Nonsense.
reaching towards it.
Yeah, reaching means...
And he got a good
See.
angle.
See where she's touching. Take a look at it. Share it with everyone.
Shy with everyone. Show that.
It went right in.
And you said it felt good.
Grabbing balls.
When you're like just just
Are you
dry
serious?
it
This
out.
was at Dhananjay Bandara's show.
Ooh la
So
la.
it was not like a private thing. Also.
Look
How
at
can
that.
it be private? We are in midst of people.
Yeah, my husband's also there, I think.
Yeah,
in the
he's
crowd.
okay, no?
Yeah, he's okay.
Keep it there, no? I'm holding, two hands.
My
Yeah, he's
God,
holding
look
his
at
fish.
that.
Look
What
at
he
this
will.
stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Are the piercing there?
Yes.
Piercings are there. Who's looking at the piercing these days?
Son.
There you go.
You also want all of that.
That's first Colombo Fashion Week show.
You look
Yeah.
excellent.
Thank you,
Fabulous.
darling.
That's Rozelle and she was.
Who are these people?
Bianca and Daniel.
Who?
The short hair is
Like 20
Bianca.
years
Bianca?
ago.
Yes,
She
yeah,
chopped her
Bianca.
hair off at that.
That's like 20 years ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Intercon, I think.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my
that's so
daughter's
sweet.
first Holy Communion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have always, Lochin has always been a part of your.
Of course, I
career.
won Miss Sri Lanka. I should give him the credit. He
And Loch is the one who put you on the bob,
Yeah.
that hard bob.
groomed me.
Remember that
up
hard
a
bob
lot.
your face?
Yeah. That's Jacqueline and me.
Whoa.
That
You
was-
handed over your crown to her.
Yeah. And this is before she won, when I was
Still
reigning.
still the reigning Miss Sri Lanka.
How your hair?
Yeah, I know.
Fabulous. Oh.
Michael, first fashion week like that shot. First,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first fashion
First
week in Sri Lanka.
Wow. You look fabulous. You modeled for how many years for Fashion Week?
Some years.
Yeah. And the last what you did was for Darshi where you danced.
Yes, belly dance.
That was recently, about 2 years
yes.
ago, and I'm
Yeah.
a fat bride.
You look beautiful.
Come on.
No, I just wanted to prove that brides come in different sizes.
You're not fat in that, for God's sake.
This was also
Oh,
one of the
yes.
hottest shoots
Yeah,
that
that's
came
for
out.
done Seneka, one of the leading salons. Can I mention name? I can't mention names, right?
Yeah. Don't mention it.
Okay, yeah. And Alifia did the photography, Alifia Akbarali, one of my favorite
Yes, of
photographers. And yeah, Seneka. I was like painted gold for two days, and like I was shimmering.
Why?
You know, we paint after
I
the
thought
shoot.
you were
Yeah.
painting you for 2 days.
Yeah.
No. That wouldn't. Oh God, that. Rozelle.
That's
When you won what?
Yeah,
Miss Tour Sri Lanka for tourism.
that's nice.
The eyebrows were very thin, no, those days?
Yeah, now it's,
It was installed.
yeah.
Who is this?
We recently went to pick up, they invited us because one of the bodybuilders came down and we were supposed to pick him up.
There's a
No. That's some guy. He was a sponsor or
What, you're like a
something.
limo or something?
Yeah, he was this limo
Living the
sponsor.
high life.
You had to pick a picture like that.
Yeah.
Okay. For
Oh,
that.
Chula.
Hot, no?
Darshi,
She
yeah,
is.
God.
Thank you. That is Darshi.
This is one of my favorite pictures.
Oh, really?
Darshi
Thank you.
chose you for a long time. Why
Yes.
was it?
Maybe I look more Sri Lankan. I had that island girl look and. What?
He's looking into it.
Come on. And I know me and Darshi go a long way because Darshi's dad is one of my dad's friends, and even as a kid, I have worn Buddhi batiks. So
Right.
we have. That.
Yeah,
once
that's
again.
when I
This
Gave her
dress
the
was
crown.
so beautiful.
Oh, hot.
I
Used to
think
call her
J-Lo copied
J-Lo.
you after that.
No,
J-Lo.
I copied J-Lo.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Stunner
J-Lo,
dress, no?
yeah.
J-Lo still has his dress, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I
And
still
you?
have the dress
Ah.
too.
Wow, you
But
all
I
should both
can't.
wear it.
I can't get into it. J-Lo cannot.
Just put it on top.
Yeah, a moment.
Yeah, I must
That
say,
I'll always-
one of my all-time favorite Miss Sri Lanka is you.
In my.
Agreed.
I always
Yeah.
say.
One of my all-time. You made headlines for being a Miss Sri
And she
Lanka.
placed there at the international pageant as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you? How were you placed?
19th.
That's not easy.
The pageant was in Thailand, so.
You were ranked 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was not much of a noise at that. No social
No, there
media.
were no social media.
Yeah, just
But-
we'll start it again.
So many years.
But anyway, it has been amazing having the three of you on the show. What I really like about all three of you is y'all have had and y'all have lived the best of the fashion world. Y'all have done so many shows, y'all have worked with people, y'all have had drama,
Yeah.
y'all have had controversy, y'all have had men, y'all have had it all. And now babies as well. It's amazing. That's what you call a 360 view to what the glam world can give you. And beyond all of that, you all have just remained simple, same, and fun. Something that I really love about Rozanne is the fact that she doesn't have any chips on her shoulders. If somebody says, choreograph the show for me, she will work like a dog, literally. She'll not bother how she's looking, what she's wearing. She is not Rozanne Diasz at that moment. She's just, let's get this show off the ground, and that's all. And if she has to make even the person who is the newest in the industry feel important, she will do it. As long as the show will go smooth, and that takes a lot, and I've always admired that. And more than that, you're just, she's a good human being. You have to find that side to her, and she's brilliant.
You're making me cry now.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Oh.
Chuls, she's always fun, always fabulous. I think Sri Lanka will never see a supermodel like you, and I've always said it. You had that aura about you. You had swag. Swag is hard to get. You really knew how to walk into a place and make sure that everyone knew that you were there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it takes a lot. Yeah, you did other things as well. But
No, he would have stopped if he.
But Plunkett, my wish to you is that you find the man who will wipe you off your feet. For the reason, I think a child and a husband should experience the amount of love you can give.
My pets.
Thank you. But that's the most important thing. But thank you so very much for coming. Absolutely amazing. I know I look the best out of the three of you all. On that note.
Certainly.
We are now mature enough to
questions.
give you that.
Thank you.
In a dress, you will look much better.
Just want to go back to where you were. Always 6 years and not enough. We need to wrap things up on the show. If you ever see me walking down the aisle with Chula, it's possible. I'm her type.
Not anymore. She said not anymore.
It's okay, Danu.
This show is never gonna. We'll see you with another episode. Take care. Have a good one.
Heart was empty, the cupboard was bare. I said, Papa, what's the matter here? I'm waiting, son.